Hey everyone, welcome to the Queen of Ark, your go-to channel for all things Ark Survival Ascended. And today we are going to solo an alpha vein on Astraeos. It is the same process as Extinction, but we are on Astraeos. And stick around, watch how I do this all by myself through the entire vein, and then watch what we get for element on official. This is official PvE server. Now if you see around the dinos the blue flashing circle, that's because there's less than 5 dinos left per round. So that will show when the last 5 dinos per round come up. So when I'm doing the veins by myself, I like to block them off. You can see I use Behemoth Gates around this one. You can use Dino Gates as well. And some people even use Tech Force Field, which is, to be honest with you, excessive. You don't need to, unless you just want to do it. You don't have to. And then I track it with my tech binoculars. The reason I do that is because, as you can see on the right-hand side of my screen, it tells me what wave I'm in, and then it also tells me the amount of dinos left per round. And I always use a Carcha when I'm doing this. Now, that's for a couple of reasons. One is they are insanely good at damage, but the other thing is that, especially when you're solo doing these, they heal themselves like the RG. And then in between rounds, I do like to clean out my inventory, because right now I really just need to keep meat for raising. It's an insanely good meat run. I don't even need the hide, which is crazy. And I am doing this on official, guys, so everything you see is actually an official PvE server. The best thing to do when you're harvesting these at the end is to use an imprinted Mantis, which I do have, and I will show you how much element I get on an official server, and this is on 1 time. Guys, here's the final round. Here we go. And you can tell it's pretty quick. So it's only 6 rounds. says 5, but it starts off at 0, so it's 0 of 5, 1 of 5, 2 of 5, etc. Alright guys, it's the final countdown. Here we go. 1 hostile remaining. Alright. Now that it's done, what we're going to do is pick up our gates. Now I have my bug on me, and this is for weight purposes. So I'm gonna throw out my bug, and yes, this is a skin. It's the Queen Bee, which I absolutely love. I'm a big fan of the mods, but only the cosmetic ones. I really don't want mods that are gonna impact the game too much, but what can I say? I'm a girl. I like the cute bugs. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna cry out my Carcha. But first I'm going to only keep the raw meat, but I don't need the prime. Alright. And then I'm going to cryo him up and throw out my Mantis. Now the Mantis is the biggest part of this at the end. Okay, you want a good Mantis imprinted to you with great melee and a really good pickaxe. That's how you're going to get the most element for your time. Alright, so here we go. Here's my guy. I'm going to put my my pickaxe in its hands. See that? It's going to go right into the hands. And then just so you guys see, here's my server, okay? I am on an official PvE server. So here we go. Now, you want to go to the small ones around the side first, okay? You save the middle one for last, because the second you hit that middle vein, all of the other ones would go away. The way I like to do it is I just hit R2 on the small veins around the outside. On the alpha ones, there are a ton. Oh, I made the Dodippers mad. Now I have to kill it, poor guy. Oh, it's a 150 too. That's too bad. Alright. We're only going to keep the element and the dust and the shards. I'll leave the meat in there just so he has some to eat. But I'm going to show you the stats. So this is the stats on my Mantis. It does have really good melee. 1600 melee right now is really good. I do have one raising that has better. But for now, this is what we got. Alright, so we're just going to go around and hit all the little veins like this. So it is debatable. I personally think it works. Some people swear it doesn't. But if you have a tribe mate on doing this with you, and they have a Udi, and the Utrianus gives you that buff, the melee buff, or the damage buff, and you do that, I believe you get more. We've tested it, and I swear I've had way more doing the Udi buff. I'm just going to empty out the Mantis while I keep going. So what I do is you go to your bug or RG or whatever tame you have and just put everything right into it. And I will do a video on doing the bugs. They're actually kind of a really unique and cool tame. Kind of like the Reaper, it's just very unique in the way you get the bugs. So I will do a video on that as well. But if you don't have a bug, an RG or even the Meguana works great. Now this is the same process as Extinction, so I know some people don't have the new map. They didn't want to pay for it, which is great, or totally fine. So this is the same process that you would do on Extinction. And then, honestly, the Meguana, even if you don't have Astraeos, you can still get one. You would just have to have somebody who has the map take one and bring it to you. They are not only allowed on this map. They can be taken to any of the other maps. So if you guys are on an official server, PvE, and you don't have this map and you want one, if you want the Meguana, for example, just send me a message either on YouTube or on the PlayStation. My PlayStation is Caffeine Queen 09. I'll put the name up on the screen for you to see, or message me on YouTube, and I can make sure that we get you a Meguana to if you're on a server and you don't have one. See on the alpha, there's so many little veins around, and they seem like minuscule. You only get a little bit of dust here and there, but it really does add up. When I finish this, I'll teleport back to the base, and I'll just show you what I mean by that. Well, that poor Velo didn't stand a chance, huh? And I think this is the last small vein, but we'll just take a quick look from up here, make sure we didn't miss any. Alright guys, that's the last of the small. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the bug, and I'm going to take everything out just so I can show you what you get from the big vein. And then what I do with the big vein is, instead of doing this basic attack, you do the big mega attack, if you will. Alright, so that's everything in there. Alright. So I'm going to just show you. R2 does the small attack, L2 does the big attack, and we're going to leap at the center vein. Oh, did I miss one? See, that's why you double check. That's a big one too. Alright, get that one real quick. Oh, and it looks like I missed one over here. Was that a little one I saw? Oh, maybe not. Okay. So here we go. We are going to hit L2 at the center vein. Okay, guys. See that? One swipe and it is gone. Now, if you don't have a great Mantis, it won't do that. It'll take a few hits. But I just want to show you what we got on official on one time. Alright guys, look at that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 559 elements, 1,200 shards, and then 1, 2, 12, and about 18,000 dust. And that is on one time on official with a good Mantis. It is so worth the 10 minutes or 15 minutes it takes to complete them. And then what you do is you just pry your Mantis up. It'll drop the bag, and that's your pickaxe. Make sure you grab that so you don't lose your good pickaxe. And then we are going to teleport back to the base. We're going to world teleport. I will do a video on that as well in case you guys don't know. And I'm just going to show you how much it adds up. And then here are my dedicated storage boxes, guys. I'm going to deposit that. Now we're at 12,000 elements, 2,500 shards, 237,000 dust. All right, guys, that is everything I have for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. I really enjoy listening to you guys. I've been enjoying this a lot. And thank you for watching.